Hello.
Hi.
Hey, so this week we wanted to specifically speak to the transgender community and the LGBT community because we know it's been a rough week. This has not been the easiest week for the LGBT community. Trump was inaugurated on the 20th, and there's been a lot of just horrible shit coming down the line about just executive orders that are directed toward the LGBT community and everything. And we just wanted to make this video to share with you, that you're not alone. We're both transgender. We both, are moving through our feelings about all of this, and we are people that you can talk to. So please feel free to reach out to us. We're just people that, if you need somebody safe to talk to, you can talk to us. But we wanted to share, so I guess I can share personally, in the beginning of the week, I was having a really hard time with it. Just kind of felt a lot of fear. I was kind of, like feeding fear or giving a lot of my power away to fear and these things that I would see coming up. Excuse me, specifically about the gender executive order that he made, and also about these other things like, trans women in prison. That's upsetting. And I hadn't made changes to my passport, so that's something I submitted, right away, so that hopefully, that gets done and can go through, because they're saying that, with that you wouldn't be able to change your gender to your true gender with your passport. So I was feeling fearful about that, and also just, excuse me, I have to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Just wanting to make sure that I always have access to my hormones and everything that I need, and I want to, make sure that I'm taken care of there, right?
Yeah.
But today was a really good day because, we sat down and with the help and support from our coach, we were able to heal and move through all of our feelings about this. And, oh man, I feel so much better. Seriously, I was like literally making myself physically ill because of all this shit.
Yeah.
It's horrible,
Yeah.
But it just showed, like, after we healed today, it just showed me that, do not give your power away to these things. You can take your power back, and you can create like a safe bubble in your life from your own healing and the own peace that you create in your life. That is 100% possible. I mean, I can just share, like, so the healing today, it started with just feeling my feelings, and getting in touch with my feelings, because I had been just kind of like numbing out to those, or not fully moving through them, because I would like get to a place of like feeling better, and then I'd open my phone or computer and see something else come up. I'm like, bah, But so it started with just being present with myself and accepting how I felt. Like, it's okay that I feel these things, and it's okay however you're feeling. Like, it's messed up. This isn't, this is not the greatest thing for the transgender community to hear or be dealing with,
It's not.
Yeah, so, it starts with feeling your feelings, being present with yourself there. And for me, I kept coming to a place where I was focusing all of my energy and attention on the fear, and I just needed to focus on myself take my power back there and just give myself love there and focus on love, focus on the truth that, um, like this doesn't have to affect me. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to affect you either, and
Yeah.
I think what I want to say there is, this is the purpose of all this stuff that's happening is they're trying to make you feel afraid. It's a fear tactic. It's a psychological tactic, right? They want you to be afraid. So don't give them that. Don't feed that. Don't yeah, don't give in to that tactic, right? You can take your power back there, realize that this is the game they're playing. They want you to be afraid. Focus on yourself there instead. And when you do that, you realize that, this is it's just a political game that's being played out. And, like, these things are going to be challenged, and like majority of the stuff will not be able to go through. Like we have a system where you can challenge these things, and it's a human rights issue, so it will be challenged. And just know that that's going to happen. And I can just share that, like, right now I feel much more in my power. I feel peaceful. I don't feel afraid and worried about that stuff, which I was feeling very worried about it earlier this week. But like you don't have to do that. You can just, like, be a source of strength for yourself in your life, and just go on living your life and focus on, the things you want to do, and creating joy in your life, and just being powerful in your own life. And that's what you can do.
That's what you can do.
Yeah.
So you really have to focus on the things that you want. You really have to focus on love and focus on the truth. Okay. What I noticed was, earlier in the week, through my head, a lot of bad stuff was going through my head, like thinking about like what these people, these assholes have said, thinking about what's been happening, thinking about like potential like arguments or replies to the people, who have been uttering these terrible things. And just a lot of negativity was going on in my head and repeating. So being obsessed with that is very unhealthy for you. It creates a ton of anger, and it cultivates a ton of fear. And that is the real problem. That's the real enemy, is the bad stuff inside of yourself, right? Like those are things that you're holding on to, and it's no more part of who you are than it is part of who they are, or anyone, right? Like this is all just an ego game, or like something that it's not really who someone is. It's just like a choice they're making, right? It's a game that they're playing, and it's a game that doesn't serve them. And the same games of like holding on to like fear or something, or like being angry or whatever, like staying angry and suffering, and that way it doesn't serve you either. Anyway, the point is, just as these things that are happening, that we're talking about in our politics, are a choice that these people are making, you also have a choice. Like you also have a choice. So instead of like focusing on, look at all these bad things that have happened, oh, how are we going to respond to this? Instead, you can focus on the truth and focus on what you want, and find like good positive content, find the messages that you want, focus on, again, the world and the life that you want. And it's a million times easier to do that when you're doing your inner work. So you've got to do your inner, it's a process of healing, by giving yourself love where you're feeling hurt. And in these times that bring up parts of yourself who feel really hurt, you have the power and the responsibility and the ability to bring love to those parts of yourself, and you can create peace there. And it's really possible if you're willing to go there. If you like feel safe enough to heal, and you know how to do it, and you just give yourself the love you need, which, like with us, it really helps to have a coach to help you do that.
Yeah.
Like our coach Chrissy, it really helps.
Yeah.
And so, and we'd also discussed the political sides of it too, you know, since she's kind of tapped into that with the military. But the point is, like, it's possible to do this. When we say like take your power back, it's more than just stop focusing on them. It's also focus on yourself and heal what isn't feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, from there, it's way easier to have a positive mental space.
Yeah.
And you've got to also have boundaries, of course, with the stuff, but you create that by loving yourself. You know, it's not about like, I don't know, like forcing yourself, like don't focus on it. But it's like, yeah, of course, but like I can see a crappy headline and just scroll by and be like, okay, whatever. Not time to focus on this, you know?
Yeah, and it's a feeling you create within yourself.
Yeah.
Because like I feel, I just feel so much healthier and more peaceful right now than I was feeling in the beginning of the week, and it's because I've taken my attention away from that, and I've put it back on to loving myself, healing, and creating that, that peaceful, loving feeling within myself. And it truly creates safety because I feel safe now, and it's a feeling, because I feel that way because I loved myself there. And like before, I wasn't feeling that way,
Yeah.
but like it's a total shift in just your focus and how you feel, and that it's a world of difference, because you can go from like feeling like feeling sick to yourself about all the fear and what's going on, to like focusing on the truth, focusing on what matters, focusing on you and your life, and that's it's so much healthier. It's so much healthier.
Yeah.
Like it's really you can create like a healthy headspace for yourself. Yeah,
you can do that, and that is the most powerful thing that you can do.
Exactly.
It really is, because when you think like society, it kind of like swings back and forth like a pendulum, like we were talking about in our session too. And so, and people will like put in a lot of force and effort and stuff to like make the pendulum like swing this way, and then it will swing this way and back and forth. And it's like, you don't ever really resolve the problems of society that way, because the problems all exist within us. It's our own challenges that, like, things for us to heal, right? Like you could call it like the wounds of the collective unconscious. And so, but if you're healing that, then you're contributing. It's not just, you're not an island. Like, you affect other people. Like, believe us, like being in the presence of someone who is peaceful, who radiates peace, and who has a higher, more like loving, peaceful perspective on things, and who doesn't feel consumed with all the bullshit, is very healing. And it helps
you. It helps you focus on what's important too, and what's true, and that's the healing, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
And when you do that, then you can become that person for others too. You can be that pillar, and people can feel safe to look at themselves too, and then you're creating a lot of peace and healing and good things, and you're feeling better, and so are other people, and that's really what makes any difference.
Yeah. And from there too, you can also take other meaningful actions too. But
Yeah.
it's so much easier to do it, and it's more fun. Like, it feels better. Like, any action you take, it feels better when you're coming at it from a place of peace.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so yeah, if you do feel called to do things in the political or legal sphere, or like I don't know what it would be, like activism or just something like that, that's fine. But oh my God, it helps so much when you're doing the inner work, you're healing, and you're just like, hey, like, I say no to this, and this is the truth. This is what I stand for. And let's do everything we can to move that forward, everything that we feel called to do. And that's a peaceful thing. It doesn't have to be so painful.
Exactly.
That's horrible. You know, we want it to be peaceful and good.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
So that's what, that's all.
Yeah, that's perfect. And yeah, because also when you're doing the healing, and like Sage was talking about taking action, usually you get clarity, and you also get ideas. Like your creative energy from your healing goes into that, and you're like, and then you get ideas of like how to take action, what you want to take action about, and it feels good, it feels peaceful, you feel clear, instead of kind of moving from a place of upset where maybe you're moving from a place of anger or something. And you know, it's always feels better, and is more powerful too when you're taking action from a place of love, you know. Yeah.
And passion, if you have real passion, it actually comes from peace.
Yeah.
Like, you're peaceful, but you're peaceful, but you're also passionate about your saying. But passion isn't like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like, that's not passion. That's like aggression and anger. Well, yeah. I mean,
well, anger is like passion misplaced.
Yeah,
you know?
it's put into like it's powerlessness.
Yeah,
anger
and if
is
you
when you
focus
feel
that
powerless.
into love, that's when you get like real passion. Yeah.
Not saying that you can't physically defend yourself from an imminent.
No, that's not what you're saying.
I meant like anger, the angry punch, and that's not really passion, you know.
Yeah.
It's anyway. Yeah. So.
Good.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess what we want to say above all is you can do something about this, and you can do the most powerful thing possible. The most powerful thing that you can do is to create inner peace in a real, tangible, and permanent way.
Yeah.
As long as you don't make a different choice than that, like, you keep doing your inner healing, and just like we're experiencing, you'll experience more peace, and you'll be able to be more like you'll be able to be happier and more effective in your life. So
and then you can help others do that too, and that's so powerful. That's the most powerful thing you can do.
Yeah,
you know,
it's good.
So
yeah.
Awesome.
So don't lose sight of that, and remember, this isn't just about winning a temporary like political argument or battle. It's not just about getting one thing done, or even a long list of things done. This is about the big, like, the transformation of how you feel, and like the transformation of your like inner world and stuff, and of yourself and of other people. And that makes big, long-lasting, like permanent change, right? Because if people really change, if people love themselves more, like truly, then that is a real change. It's
That's
not
real
just
change.
a temporary, like, oh, now this is legal, now it isn't, you know, now, no.
Yeah.
Don't want that.
Yeah,
Although,
no, it's
yeah,
it's permanent, and you know, it's the evolution, you know, and it's creating peace for yourself and in your life, helping others do that, and it really does. That really makes change, you know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
This was fun. I liked making this one.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun to talk about. Yeah, feel free to reach out to us if you want to talk to us or work with us. And we also have other resources and links below that you can check out. We'll see you in the next one.
All right. And leave us a comment or send us a message if you want to connect and just talk about this, and we'll help you, and we'll just, connect with you through this.
Yeah.
And see what,
Cool.
see what we can do. So yeah, have a great day.
Yeah.
And bye.
Bye.
We'll see you.